Hey, welcome back to Schmuckle Farm. What I'm about to do is jump on the small tractor. Last video, I was setting these corner posts so I can run down the terrace with this fence. Originally, I was going to fence this area out, but since it's going to be so hard to run that woven wire over the terraces and make it goat proof, much less horse proof. The horses will stay in any wire, but the goats will crawl under any gap they find. So I figured the best thing to do is just pull these up. What I'll probably do is just plant stuff here, you know, blackberries, raspberries, whatever, have something to harvest there. And then the paddock will be over here. So I'll use these posts to finish out this run and start going up towards the horse pasture up there. Once I get done with that, I got to go up here and measure the tack room floor. We ripped out the tack room floor because it was plywood over lumber, no moisture barrier with rubber mats on top. So all the wood was extremely wet. So once I got it out of there, I realized the easiest thing to do is going to be to go back in with another wood floor, but this time I'm going to put a moisture barrier down like it should have had to begin with. And instead of using a solid piece on top plywood, which locks all the moisture in, I think what I'm going to do is use a cedar plank flooring, which will leave a little bit of a gap in between each board. And then if I need to, I'll just put a dehumidifier in there. Since I'm dealing with subcompact tractor, limited loader capacity, there's no way this post 3 feet in the ground in concrete is going to be pulled out by that. So what I'm going to do, take the auger, dig a hole next to it, push it over, pick it up with the tractor and move it out of the way. I can do that with the next two down the hill. Easy to drive up to them. At the bottom it gets a little bit soft, so I'll probably just be able to dig next to those and just pull them over by hand. Well, that was a little tougher than what I thought it would be, but I was able to rock it and get it out. That's what I'll do is I'll knock the concrete off of it, drop it down the hole, and just fill everything back in. So that's one down. I've got two more to go like this, and then the other two will be all by hand. Well, that went about as expected. So I'm going to pick up the auger and the other tools, put them up, and we'll head up and measure the floor in the barn. This little battery powered Ryobi really makes it a lot easier to dig these holes. We're in Florida, so there's not a lot of rock. do run into a lot of tree roots, and most of those it will power through. If they're bigger than your finger, it has a shut off so that it doesn't hurt you, which is, they don't really understand that I'm only here to measure a floor. Little one, what are you doing? Huh? That's a tape measure. Huh? She may be my favorite. She's cute. She always comes to see me no matter what the other goats are doing. So the easiest way to go into that room without being followed by goats is to throw them out some corn. If they have a little bit of corn, they'll leave me alone. And see, they already know what's happening. All right, well, I got them distracted. I'm gonna go in here and measure this floor. Nugget's a little bit angry because he knows I threw food out and he can't get through the gate. Let's see. Take that away. So I'm going to need to get 10 12-foot 2x8s treated, and then the room is 10 by 12, and I'll have to see what widths I can get the cypress deck boards in from the sawmill. I'd rather use those than the treated deck boards because the cypress is just better in my opinion. Termites really don't like cypress very much, and it looks better in the barn than doing a treated floor well. Looks like they about cleaned that up, and they're getting some help from the minis. Looks like we have a standoff. Skippy's really unsure what to do. Usually everybody runs from him, but the cat doesn't seem to be inclined to do so. All right, we'll call it right here. No point trying to set any more posts today because it's getting below freezing tonight, and the concrete would not be cured. I don't really want that to happen. I don't want it freezing down in the hole. So we're going to head back to the house, grab some lunch. Until next time, thanks for watching.